Well, hello out there, everyone that's not there. You're there somewhere. Yep, you're out there somewhere. Hope you're having a blessed day. I'm not going to be on here long. I'm just taking a break and seeing what everybody was up to. It's hot here. It's 80 degrees. Yeah. Do you realize this is November? It's November and it's 80 degrees. I literally had to turn the air conditioner on in here. I had everything turned off for days now, but it was getting hot. It I've been trying to do something I didn't have time to do. I've been trying to do a little bit of 85 here, Peggy says. Wow. Uh, Melinda, 60. Hmm. Well, we cooking over here. I was thinking about going out and scrambling me some eggs on a rock. Oh man, it's yeah. I'm in the process of getting everything ready to be gone for about a week. We've got the Tennessee State Fair, whatever they call it. I think that's what it's called. It's done uh, in Sale Creek, Tennessee, at the McDonald Farm, owned by the county up there, Hamilton County in Tennessee. And that's 3 days. Uh, yeah, Texas ain't supposed to be this hot. It's not supposed to be this hot here. This, the year before last, because when we finish the Tennessee one, we go to the Audubon in Chattanooga. And year before, I think it was year before last when we did the Audubon, it was so cold. The school buses, hey Melinda, uh, you had to, it got so cold out that the credit card machine wouldn't recognize my finger anymore. I couldn't push the numbers on it or nothing. Luckily, I had one of them pens with a little rubber tip on it. I was like, it don't work no more. It was so cold. Uh, we had to break ice in the gym mine in the morning and get it thawed out to get it operational. And here it is now, 80 degrees a week before. Uh, well, actually, I think it's Monday it starts. This for a whole week there. But this is 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're going to be up there at the Tennessee thing. And Tina, good to see you. Well, yeah, it's in fact, the air conditioner just cut itself off, and it's still, to me, it's still hot in here. I'm trying to do two things at once: get things ready to leave in the morning. So all I have to do is go out and go down the road, get gas, and keep on going. But at the same time, I've got into this cleaning mode, and I'm trying to do something I hadn't had time to do, and that's do some spring cleaning because it's springtime here. You know, that's summertime really. We've had an overcast. We've got rain in the forecast, but they keep moving it. They keep moving it further and further away. Now they're saying Saturday and Sunday. I don't know. I don't know. But Saturday and Sunday, I was looking at what they were saying, and it's 20. It's 10%, 20%, 30. I think 30% was the highest number that was on the scale for the whole day of either one of them. So we might see some rain. We might not see some rain. Wish I was making the salary of the weatherman because I just gave it. It might rain and it might not rain. Well, I can send you all the rain that keeps happening here. You're over it. Well, we don't really, we really don't want it on the pony rides. But at the same time, I wish we got it yesterday. I wish we got it the day before when they said we were going to get it done. Then they turn around, move it away, and take it away. So, I don't know. Not sure how long I can stay. Hubby may call. Peggy says send her a truckload of it. Just dump it in the front yard, right? But yeah, we're definitely in a negative rain around here. The last rain we had's been weeks ago, and it poured down rain, but it didn't do it long, and it came down too fast. It didn't soak in and last. It just run off, It made its way to the creeks and all that good stuff. About the time I thought the ground was, oh yeah, it's starting to show now. Oh, I seen a truckload of it. Wonder what it cost to catch and then ship a truckload of rain. Be a heavy load too. I went one time to pick up this load in New Jersey, and I asked before I went to get it. I said it was going to California, and I said, "Well, what's the weight on it?" We don't know. I thought, oh mercy, you have to give us all that information when you pick it up. I went, oh, okay, I'll still take it. If it's overweight, I can't haul it, but I'll go. Stop for the weekend. Yeah, well, we supposed to got rain a couple of days and didn't get it. And then now they're saying it's going to be Saturday and Sunday, but the percentage is very low. But I went over there. It was up on Interstate 80 going into New Jersey. I went in there thinking I'm going like they didn't put the weight on there and tell them because of the fact it's a heavy load. Well, I pulled in there and backed into the door. I went in and this guy said, "I'm here to pick up a load going to California, and before we load it, I need to know how much it weighs so I see how I want it loaded." And he goes, "Oh, we don't know." I said, "You don't know?" He goes, "No, we've never tried to figure it out. But you won't have nothing to worry about." I'm like, "Well, what is it?" He says, "It's butterflies." I said, "Do what?" He says, "Butterflies." It was a little toy thing. There were nothing but butterflies. I mean, you could pick up hundreds of them if your arms would stretch. You could pick them all up at the same time. I'm like, okay, it might have been 3,000 pounds on a 53-foot trailer loaded full of butterflies. In these little boxes about that thick, and it was, I don't know, about that long, and they had these little butterflies in them. But they were pretty. Hey Neil, good to see you, buddy. And I said we're gonna load it up, and they loaded it. They didn't. It wasn't on pallets. They hand loaded it from the ground to the ceiling, front to back. I didn't have but a few thousand pounds on that trailer. All the way to California. It's like running empty all the way. And I'm like, okay, I can handle this one. So when I called in, the box, yeah, probably, yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm sure the box weighed more, but like I said, the box was cheap and thin. It just had some decorations around it, and it was a pretty little setup, but whatever. And I called it in after I got loaded. I called in and I said, "Well, we finally got this heavy load on the trailer." He goes, "Oh Lord, how much? How much did it weigh, Ding?" I said, "Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not even gonna bother putting it on the scale and find out." He goes, "Yeah, well, I don't want you. We're not gonna pay no fines for overweight now. That's on you." I said, "Yeah, I'll take responsibility for it." he, he says, well, he says, "What's the product?" I said, "Well, I guess you could say I'm hauling a load of butterflies." He said, "Do what?" I said, "Yeah. Yeah, I got me a long stick, and every time I cross the scale, I'm going to reach out and slap it on the side of the trailer, make them all fly up in the air. That way I won't weigh nothing." He's like, "You're crazy." Are you serious? I said, "They're toys." Yeah, I thought I gave in and told him the truth. And he says, "Well, dang." And I charged them for a max weight. He says, that's why you're making, that's why I was able to give you such a good rate and pay you so well on it." I said, "Well, I'm not complaining." He said, "Well, I wouldn't have gave you that much if I knew it didn't weigh that much." I said, "You collected for that much. I hope you pay me for that much." And he's like, now I'm messing with you." Chinese food today. I don't either. Chuck away. Hmm. Lizards. Yeah. Well, I got some blue lizards around. You see one every once in a while. I'll start catching them, send them to you now. Well, we've got the stress that people have been carrying off of everybody's back over the election. It's over with now. Uh, now we got this. The only thing going on is still something with the House. Uh, I didn't catch where it was at, but looks like somebody is trying to mess with some numbers on the House election, trying to still control it. Hopefully, they get that straightened out here real quick. Uh, Sweet and sour chicken with noodles and lizards. And them are lizard tails. Some noodles are. And, yeah, I stayed up pretty late the other night, and I finally said it's time. I was having a hard time, and I went and laid down, turned the TV on in there, and dozed off. Next thing I know, I hear this. I hear all these people cheering and hollering, and I heard Donald Trump start talking, and I was like, "Okay, what's going on?" Uh, uh, he's too busy eating it. He can show it himself down here if he wants to. And it was Donald Trump talking, after I looked up and I saw that 277, I think, at the time. I said, well, that's over with. And I went back to sleep a few minutes later. I was, I spent most of the night talking to somebody about it. I knew how it was going to come out pretty much when I went and laid down. It didn't look like there was too many more paths for Miss Harris to have a chance. Because I saw what the numbers were in a couple of the states, and there wasn't enough in the other parts that hadn't come in to catch what had already been turned in. But at least all the stress of it's over with now. I hope, anyway. I hear that prosecuting attorney in New York is going to try to pull something out of the hat and prosecute him before he's becomes a sitting president. Go ahead and get him sentenced. I don't know how that's going to work out for her, but I don't think she's got much of a chance of making any of that happen. I believe I believe the president will pardon Trump before he leaves office from anything. Do you think he'd do that? I think he will. I really do. I think before he leaves office, he'll pardon Trump, and all that'll be history. All that stuff, all that battle and everything, the courts. And he'll pardon some other people too. Yeah, he'll probably. That'd probably be some. That'd probably be one of them too. And, somebody said that. Somebody said today that she was 60 years old, so she will probably run again in 4 years. I'm gonna let Neil figure all that out for us because he's over there where the real news is, and get that all straightened out so we won't have to worry about it. But it is over. The president came out and talked about a smooth transition and all that stuff, huh? I think he'll leave before the election takes place. But did you see where Trump told talking about where we got American prisoners that if they wasn't, they better get them released before he gets into office. He's already starting to talk, and they're already talking to having peace. You're ready to have peace talks, the Hamas and all them, wanting to straighten it all out and bring it to an end. This is some good news. Yeah, he looked good today when I saw him on TV. Uh, uh, he looked good. He was standing up there talk good and everything else. But now he can go back up there in his little house next to the military base and retire and enjoy the rest of it. You know, uh, I guess Carter's our oldest living president. He's 100 years old. Okay, Melinda, but we're really not talking about upcomings or anything. Just, but Carter's still hanging in there. I hadn't seen him or nothing. When he had his birthday, uh, we got quite a few presidents still there. We can talk about something else, Melinda. I think everybody made a great speech on both sides of the aisle. Neil, how's your weather? He's still eating. Well, I know you have some kind of weather. Yeah, I don't know, Peggy. I just saw where they were having trouble in that. I know one that they're having some trouble with. Well, in his speech, he said promises made. He was there to keep them. So we'll see. Uh, I didn't catch it. I didn't catch it. I missed it. I just caught what they were talking about. They're manipulating what the count was still going on and something. It's a bit cooler. Huh. Well, it's a bit hotter here than usual. Climate climate change. I say it'll break here. We're probably seeing the last of our little heat wave, and it'll flip on us and go the other way. I didn't see nothing about a hurricane hitting the UK. I've been I've been busy bouncing in and out, going out to the camper. It took me forever to get the water tank filled up on it. Uh, but it's a done deal now. It's got water. I'm waiting because I'm willing to bet you I probably got at least 4 pounds, if not five, peppers out there. It looks like. I hope to leave in the morning about 10 o'clock. That's my goal anyway. Just big old storms, huh? I think I've seen pictures of the streets flooded in London. That might have been from one of them big storms. Not recently, but I've seen it. But I think I've seen pictures of it before. Yeah, well, it's only it's about 55 miles away, something like that. The northeast of the, yeah. I know that one that turned. Of course, I'm sure if it made it to the UK, it wasn't a hurricane no more by the time it got there. But it turned out there in the ocean and was headed that way back a few weeks ago. And oh, let me see who's paging me here. Oh yeah, yeah. They're saying they want me to make money. Are you ready to boost your income from zero to thousands daily? Our AI system makes it simple. Space is limited. Oh yeah, delete. Report as junk. It was just following it. Uh, Another one's headed to France. That was weird how it turned almost 90. Yeah. Let me get this switched over here. There we go. But yeah, yeah, it sounds too good to be true. It's probably not true. And yeah, but I've been trying to do a little spring cleaning. I got through the kitchen and I'm more than halfway through the living room, but I got a bunch of stuff pulled out in the middle of the living room floor right now. Yeah, be one of those like, we're gonna send you a check. We need you to deposit it, and on the same day you deposit it, we need we need you to write us a check for half of it. uh, and then they get your check and cash it, and about a week or two later, you find out yours bounced. I said, well, I had a phone call today where the guy said they're ancient about it. I asked them which one it was. They couldn't tell you. They couldn't tell me. Well, I'll tell you what. I had a. I don't know. I might have told y'all this before. All right, Tina. God bless. I'm not going to be here, but just a little bit longer. I just wanted. I sat here taking a break, and I thought, man, there might be some days coming up. I might not even get a video out. So at least I catch up with everybody. God bless. Take care. Watch for a bunch of hee-haw. What was it? Oh, yeah, it was. It had been years that went by, and I had a student loan that I paid back, and one day I get this phone call. Guy from say tells me he's from some company trying to collect past due debt, and I'm like, well, I don't know what I got past due, but what is it? And he started telling me. He told me what it was, and I said, no, buddy, I don't know where you're coming up with that from, because I paid that off a long time ago, years ago. Just so happened in the file cabinet out in the shed, I had every one of the checks that I had wrote them, including the final payment, uh, with the final, showing how much I owed for the final payment, and I had paid it off. I told him, I said, well, if you need, he was wanting to argue with me that I still owed this money, and I said, well, look, I've got an attorney down in Lafayette, Georgia. He's not, well, he's retired now, but yeah, there's a law office of Cunningham, and call them, and I'll take what I got down there to them, and you can deal with them. And never heard from them again. I think I upset. Did I want to? Well, I shouldn't have had. We all have our favorites. Neil got on to me for not telling him. Now Neil knows all about it. She's got a little wrist injury now. She, yeah, wasn't Neil said I was trying to throw the kids to the goal. Yeah, I don't know if Brandon videoed the kids hanging through the goal, upside down or not. Yeah. Well, just keep her in your prayer. It heals quick. BC. What is the tip of the day? Good to see you. Glad you dropped by. Tip for the day? Don't forget to thank the good Lord you're here. Yeah, trying to throw the kids to the hoop. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, something we need to do more often through the day, no matter who we are. I tell you, uh, yeah, wrist, man, it's hurting your arm. Hurting your arm or hurting your leg is two of the worst things getting around. Well, you take care, BC. God bless. She got fouled by goats. Might have been a cow. uh, and I wouldn't put it past some of the chickens. She'll talk about it. Uh, she'll talk about it when you put it out there for everybody, I'm sure. That yeah, we don't want to leave out the turkeys or a guinea. What about a guinea? You know, they can get pretty fussy during the game. Yeah, walked down to the barn a little bit ago, and Scott came down, and he said he'd take care of everything this afternoon. I still had to go down and look around. I told him, I said, oh, I'm already missing the judge already. I'm telling you. I used to walking out there. We knew that something was wrong with him. He looked. He didn't. His feathers looked good. His legs were good, but we knew he'd been having some hard time. And well, Scott called it. Scott said, "I don't think he's going to make it much longer." You know, well, we'll see. Because he's been down before and got back up and, you know, built better. But he was sure a pretty rooster, and he sure did control things around here. Well, right now we're talking about William. We're talking about chickens. Yep. And in a few minutes we might be talking about something else, just like she said, these random things. Well, I think they've pretty well adjusted now. There's there's a few other young roosters out there, and uh, they'll have to get a pecking order on who's going to be, who's going to replace the judge. But they're going to have some big shoes to fill. You know, he was in uh, my first little skit that I ever did outside. I think about the chickens not laying enough eggs, and he was the judge, and then all the other animals were the uh, well, it's a good possibility, Peggy. Uh, and at the end of it, I bit into a chicken leg that the judge had made the decision. I was looking for that video yesterday, and I didn't have enough time to really look. I found the one where you couldn't video the trial, and the one after that was going to be was the one that I did, where the judge had made the decision. I was the prosecutor, and I hope they learned their lesson. And I showed on video, and I bit into a chicken leg. Yeah, you're welcome to hang out with us. Uh, we just kind of an open book here, just talking. Hope we didn't hurt Melinda's feelings. She didn't want to talk politics, but we're just talking about what has took place is really what I was covering. And I think all of you know that the conversations change very quick in here. Bonnie and Clyde, they threw a fit on me this morning. They I wouldn't even give them their treats. They threw such a fit on me. I made them wait. And I went and done something else. Come back and give them their treats. So y'all just too noisy for me. Y'all just quit your fussing. I'm out of here. I'll be back. When I come back, they didn't fuss. And I think they understand. Look, regardless of who won, if it had been the other way around, Peggy, like I said, my prayers would have been with them just like it has been with Biden and them for the past 4 years. I pray they get up in the morning and listen to what the good Lord wants them to do and not you do it on their own. And that prayer is not going to change. Definitely too much. That's a good idea, Neil. Guineas in training. And what time is it? Yeah, I ain't late yet. I want to take my medicine on time tonight because I don't want to have a hard time getting up in the morning. If I take it, the later I take it, the harder it is in the morning. Yeah, I don't care who's in office in politics. The people vote. The people. It's decided. There's nothing nobody can do about it. And what it is what it is, and we just need to pray for them that they do the right thing. Yeah, you. Yeah, I hear you. Um, I just, uh, I just want everybody to do the right thing and be in the right place at the right time. I think Neil don't get over 5 hours if he gets that, unless he slips a little nap in there somewhere else along the way. Yeah, I got everything. Got my tractor supply cap. I want to take it with me because it don't have no summer vent holes in it in case it starts to rain. I don't want to. I don't want to wear my Eddie family farm hat uh, in the rain and run it. Got a full 4 hours and 47 minutes. See, if I 4 to 5 hours, yeah. Well, I was about that way yesterday. I was sleepy all day. Uh, I got a little nap in somewhere between midnight and 3, I think, midnight and 2:30, whatever it was. I don't even know what time it was. And then I went back to sleep and got up about 5:30. Never did go back to bed. Yeah. Yeah. Did you sleep good? Did you like them pillows on the bed? Was that mattress firm enough for you? Deal. Uh, well, if you woke up and you didn't have a crick in your neck, then you must have slept good. Yeah, I hear you, Peggy. Mine goes to sleep while I'm walking. Enough when I have enough sleep, much less when I don't get enough. Uh, well, I was over there talking to Scott and Peter a little bit ago. Uh, and Peter's like, did I tell you about the other morning? I said, well, no. Peter says, we got rid of the store. We don't talk that much. We don't talk that often anymore. Uh, she goes, oh, well, I thought I told you. I said, told me what? And she goes, well, Scott was snoring so loud. And she goes, well, not really snoring. He was, but he was so loud. I think he was having a nightmare. And he was really making a lot of noises. And I was scared that it must have been a real bad nightmare. She says, and I didn't want him to have a heart attack in his sleep over this nightmare. She says, so I gently reached over and just laid my hand on his shoulder and was starting to, go like, Scott, you know. And all of a sudden he turned and started barking at her like a dog and growling at her. I said, well, maybe he was dreaming he was a dog and he was being attacked by a bunch of wild coyotes or something. uh, and Christina's got the horse. So, hey, Christina. I said, well, did you move your hand? She says, yeah, darn tootin'. I didn't want to get bit. I thought, what in the world? Uh, I didn't ever hear from Brian, Christina, about the badges or anything. Uh, yeah, that was cute, wasn't it? He's going to grow up to be quite a young man. And what's cool about it, we get to watch them. It's like I kind of like well, several of them I watched, and then you got the Eldridge family, and they had the twins and Maverick. Uh, uh, video clip, cool. Get to watch them little kids grow up. And I want to tell you, when they just had what last month had their birthday. It don't seem like it was a year. Well, my grandson just had his first birthday. Uh, I'm still looking at the picture the day he was born, like it was just the other day. Time is going by. I guess, I guess the closer you get, the faster it goes. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I know exactly when it was, Neil. I'm surprised Brandon forgot. Well, He's with them every day. We see these little clips and we see these little things that we think are cute, and oh, that's terrible or that's great. And, they're living it every day, and the next project or the next situation has already come into play, and time goes by, and it's easy to forget things sometimes. Then when you grow old, you wish you were young. I don't wish I was young. I just wish I had the capabilities of doing the things I did when I was young. My girlfriend just got somewhere 7 miles. She drove 7 miles, top speed of 59 miles an hour. Oh yeah, I know. I don't. Uh, I don't. I don't watch most of mine. Bonnie and Clyde's out there hollering right now. There's certain things I remember when my son was little. I said, That's my boy." And then uh, one time we were in the. I had a convertible, and we had the, we had the top down and everything. We pulled up in this intersection, and he was just a little fella, and I said, "Look at that pretty girl." A little young girl, you know. I said, "Look at that pretty girl," and she she couldn't hear. She didn't hear us, but my son, he looks, you know, and she had her window down, and son looks at her, and he goes, "Hey, my daddy likes you." Like, mercy sakes alive. uh, yeah, I can't imagine you driving a convertible. I love driving convertibles. Uh, I just waved at her, and way too young for me, but I was just, uh, yeah, yeah. And one time in the grocery, not the grocery store, but like a Walmart, I can't remember if it was a Kmart or something. And we're going, he's in the buggy and uh, sitting there with, the child seat part of it there. And he was singing the Barney song. And I love you, you love me. No, however how that song went. And this lady, she goes, "Oh, can you sing that song to me?" And he did. He sung that. He sung that song, and she goes, and it was something about a hug to you and me or something in it. And she goes, "Oh, that was so sweet. You know the whole song. Now, do I get a hug?" And he looked at her and goes, "My daddy takes care of that problem. Takes care of that situation." Like, I'm like, oh my goodness. Things that come out of their mouth. You know, he was, I don't remember, maybe 9, 10 years old. And I might have told this before. Okay, go ahead, Neil. And hey, we went, if you want to, he, he was looking for some shoes. And needed some play shoes. We were at Walmart. And he had several boxes sitting on the floor. And he couldn't make up his mind. And I'm standing there, just letting him hunt for himself, teaching him how to read the shoe size on the box so he get the right size and everything. This young girl, she come down the aisle. She worked there. I probably told this before. If I have, you can just tell me to shut up. And she was being real polite. She goes, "Oh, can I help y'all?" I said, "Yeah, you might be able to." I said, "We're trying to find a shoe for a friend of mine. He's got a prosthesis. He won't never wear it, so he only needs one shoe. I was wondering if this." And I looked up there and I said, "This $9.99 pair here if we just take one of the shoes, can we get it for half price?" I said, "Do y'all help the handicap out like that?" And she's like, and I'm like, "Well, let me ask you this. Uh, if we go ahead and pay the full price, can we leave one shoe here on consignment in case another one-legged person comes in that needs the opposite shoe?" And my son, when I talk about he wouldn't never wear his prosthesis, uh, my son keyed right in on it. He goes, "Yeah." He hops around with his breeches leg up all the time. He pinned up. He won't. He won't wear. He fell right into character with this whole thing. And this young lady, she goes and let me see if I can find you some manager, somebody can help you. And she took off. Well, he finally said, "I'll take this pair. I want to try this pair on." So we walked around the corner to a little thing where you sit down to try a pair of shoes on it. And well, it was actually 2 aisles over on the end there. And she came out with the manager. And he goes, "Can I help y'all?" I said, "Oh no, we're okay." I said, he should he gonna try this pair of shoes on. He's trying to make up his mind." He goes, "Well, did you have a question about?" So I said, "No." He started talking about it. I said, "Oh, she must be talking about somebody else on another aisle or something." And uh, she's standing back there like, "What?" There's more to the story. Uh, we just we didn't we aggravated her all the way to the checkout counter up at customer service and got them to play along with the end of it. And but it was he just keyed right in and just played right along. I mean, he was just like that. He just, yeah, I get in on this. Uh, all right, Neil, you ready? You say you ready? I think I saw it. I got it ready. Let's see. You'll see the splash page at the end. He says, Okay, hit it, Neil.
I'm not scared. No bobcat. I'm gonna jump on them and I'm gonna try to pin them. Yeah, I've seen a couple places down here. The get them.
So here's the deal: is while I'm setting these traps, son, I'm gonna put gloves on. You got to cut, so I just need you to watch my back so the cougar or the bobcat don't try to come and get me or something. Okay?
Oh, knock them out.
Okay.
Nothing touching my daddy.
That's right.
So I'm gonna knock them out.
I'll knock them out. Oh, man. There you go. It's good they have that time together. Yeah, and I sent him a email back when they finally reached that 100 mark, and I sent him a short clip of it, of all of them together. He is. Yeah. They will surprise you and say stuff. Especially when they're really small. Jared, or you do the same. Uh, Tank left the porch. I was wondering what that back camera was going off for. I forgot Tank was landed. He's been sleeping at the door. I made him get up earlier, finally. I had something to do. I needed to go out there. I needed to use that door. Yeah. Wonder where Jerry's from. You know, we've had people. Oh. I'm trying to think. We had somebody from another country that was. I was shocked. Korea, wasn't it? Can't remember for sure now. Well, we've got 11 people. He's in New England. Yeah, it was Korea. Yeah, I thought I was thinking right. Well, we appreciate that. Glad you stopped in. Feel free to subscribe. It don't cost nothing. Join us in the future. I'm getting ready to take off and go off for about a week, a little over a week, I guess. But I'll be doing some pony riding and stuff like that. Yeah. Has any of you seen any commercials yet? While I was on any of my videos? I thought they don't pay me nothing and they're making money off me. They're already starting to show commercials. Yeah. Have you ever seen any on any of my videos that I post? Somebody told me they went to watch one of mine and commercials came up at the beginning of it. I can't remember who told me that. It might have been Brian. I don't get ads on the computer, only on the TV, yeah. Well, it's kind of funny. My living room TV, if I broadcast it's either 5 seconds or 15 seconds, but the little dial to whatever's on comes back. But the one on the porch, I'm not sure. But the one in the bedroom, I can hit the remote controller on it and and stop the ads. Just hit the button. Back to the show again. I can't get it because I ain't making no money off of none of them. I'm not even monetized, so. Darn it. Random things I do. That's what the channel's about. Live on a farm. Got a few animals. Getting ready to leave town. Go on pony rides. We got 3 days in one place and a week at another place. We do pony rides and gym mining and old time photos and I think that's it. Now I don't know about all that, Peggy. Yeah, that's true, Neil. That it's pretty much see it all around here. I don't have no special day I go live. I just do it once in a while. Just pop in and do it. Some of the other ones that we follow, they've got days that they do it, and certain times that they do it during the week. But I'm too random to do stuff like that. I have to really plan it. The last one I really planned, I think, was Neil's. When I had Neil as a guest star. Uh, yeah, and yeah, I believe that was the last one I actually planned. I might have posted one or two that I was going live in 30 minutes, but I was sitting there planning it when I was doing it. So it's not like I had it planned a week in advance or anything. Yeah, still here. Hadn't had no real good news about the farm. It was actually sad news. Uh, I lost one of my favorite chickens. He's in quite a few of my videos, and he did a skit with me about a year and a half ago or something like that. A year ago, I used him as the judge, and that's what I named him. It was a judge. Oh, his other name before he came here, I couldn't ever remember it. The kids had named him over there at their house uh, before we got him. His name was Bob. And I meant to write it down and forgot to, but I was going to ask Neil. Doggone it. If he'd ever heard of them, because they were out of the UK. Let me see. I don't think. There's a traffic alert. Serious vehicle crash with several injuries on the bypass next to Southeast High School in Whitfield County. Life force is on the scene. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, I was going to look and see. Uh, I don't know. Tony, I put it out there. Some people's been on my Facebook page for a number of years. Uh, they're on up in age. They've been married, I think, 60 some years. His name is Tony. Uh, Tony had a heart attack the other day, and it was in ICU. She sent me a message the next day and said he was doing a lot better. And her name's Phyllis. Same as my girlfriend's name. That's why I can remember it. Tony, they've been on my Facebook page for, I guess, as long as I can remember. I'm not sure, 100% sure, but what was what was the one? My mind's not with it here. Not YouTube, not Facebook. The one that's Yahoo. I think, I'm not sure. Yeah, Neil. She's in Virginia. Uh, uh, yeah. I think they were on my Christian Yahoo page that I used to have, and then I think they followed me over to Facebook. So when they canceled all that out and got rid of all them rooms and everything. Don't y'all hear me talk about? Hadn't you heard me, Neil, talk about my girlfriend just drove so many miles? Uh, we got that app where we know where each other's at all the time. Let's see. She's at a shopping mall right now. She's been there since 6:25. Twix. Yeah, I've never been on there. Do they still have it? Yahoo? Is there still a Yahoo? I don't even know if there is still a Yahoo. I I just left it when they got rid of the chat rooms and stuff. Uh, I used to go on there with the word of the day, and uh, it does still exist. Okay, but they don't have them chat rooms no more. I forget what people went to something else. A lot of them did, and I just didn't like it. Uh, I can't remember what they went to. They went to something else, and they got rooms there, but I didn't like the rooms. Uh, I couldn't. Best I can remember, if it was a way of doing it, I couldn't figure out how to control the room if people come in being unruly. But I used to talk to. Uh, yeah, well, I knew they still had email accounts because I hear people talk about their email accounts, but I didn't know if they still had any platform at all. Uh, some people still got. Uh, I think some people still got AOL emails. Don't know how much, how reliable it is. I've got. I can't even tell you how many email accounts I got, but uh, every one of them. It can't even find. Uh, every one of them, I've got the exact same email, except for the end of it. At wherever, whatever. An X account. You have to pay for X, don't you? Don't you have to pay to be on there, or pay to go see the whatever's on it? Joey Goose. Greetings from East Tennessee. I'm sure it's supposed to be. Why it popped into your feed, I have no idea. but it brought you to a place where we just hang out, live on a little farm. Uh, uh, we just do random talks and random things, and my videos are me cutting grass or weed whacking or feeding animals or playing with the guineas or something. We got Bonnie and Clyde. Uh, they're guineas, by the way. We're glad you dropped in and checked this out anyway. Feel free to subscribe, and it don't cost nothing. And come back anytime you want when we're in here. I don't have no set times that I go live. I'm just here when I'm here. I do put out a video just about every day. Some of them are 5 minutes long, and some of them are 30 minutes long. Some are 20-some minutes long. I never know, because I sometimes, I'm such a young man that I forget the video sometimes and don't do much. It's random for good reason. Yeah, that's true. But I got a lot more to do. And I've been on here an hour and 27 minutes. But I'm good to see I'm starting to get into the click there, Neil. What you think about that? I'm starting to pop up, just randomly pop up on people's feeds. My buddy on the I can't think of his long cowboy. Lone cowboy. He hadn't been live in a while. He was live yesterday, I think, and I jumped in there just to see how he was doing. Think the hearts do it. Well, I don't know what it is I'm doing, Neil. It's like I told Brandon, I'm happy with the audience I got. I'm happy if I get more, but I'm happy with the people that I've met that's in here now and that I talk to and stuff. They'll always be at the top of my list. I don't remember seeing any neither, Neil. But showed up as recommended. Well, that's cool. It must be based on what you clicked on, the kind of stuff you like or something, maybe. But we just talk, whatever the conversation is. And I just on this end here, you're looking at an old man's mug, but I'm really a young man. This is all makeup and everything. I'm really just 35 years old. This AI stuff works pretty good, don't it? I don't know. I've heard all kinds of stuff about how you can get more. And like I was telling Brandon, I'm happy with what I got. If it grows, it grows. If it don't, it don't. That wasn't the purpose of it from the start. Hey, Double H. Tax and insurance. I was like, we'll have to see about that. You have to write me a letter. Uh, yeah, I don't let's see. Was it? I guess it's been a couple of years since I played Santa Claus. Uh, yeah. Well, we used to set up at the fruit stand. Of course, I had a full beard. And it was, you know, that's I don't even know. My beard was longer too. I don't know if I even got any pictures. All photos. Usually delete the ones of me. Uh, excuse me. Hold on. Going on Facebook. I'm not. You have a centipede. Oh, I do. Oh, yeah, I do. Shoot, I forgot about that. And that was, yeah. But I had a lot of fun with it. My daughter conned me in to going to baby girl's daycare at the church down in the valley. I thought I was going to do pictures, with her class, her people that she was in there with. I ended up doing the whole church. All the kids that was in that daycare from all different levels. From the little bitty holding tiny babies to the ones that go, "Oh, be our big boy." Yep, 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 yep. Yep. Uh and they went through it quickly, luckily. Get the picture, get the picture. I ended up, in fact, I saw somebody that told me I was still on their refrigerator because they made refrigerator magnets with the picture thing for the kids, for that Christmas. And I saw somebody here not too many months ago who said, "Hey," to me, you don't know who I am, do you?" And I said, "No, ma'am, I'm sorry, I don't." She goes, "Well, you're on my refrigerator." I'm like, she says, my kid, uh, my kid was on the in the daycare, and we still got that magnet on the refrigerator. I'm like, how many more refrigerators am I hanging around on? And Vamp Lady K. I didn't see that one. Well, thank you. We're glad to have you. We we just I think we keep saying this random things. And that's what it is. Uh, go back and watch some of my videos, and it's me on the farm here doing something. If you go back far enough, not too far back, I'm whacking weeds or something, you know. And Bonnie and Clyde. Oh, you know what? I didn't do their treats this afternoon. Well, maybe they learned from this morning when I made them wait after I was watching that last video and it came up. Huh. Well, we're looking for the guilty here. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been. I didn't go back there and give them none this afternoon. Well, I didn't really forget. I just that's something I do that nobody else does with them. And Scott's taking care of the barn. I walked down there and walked around for a minute, and he says, "I'll take care of that when I get back and stuff." So I went ahead and give the guineas down, the baby guineas. I went ahead and give them some fresh water and fed them, and that's all I did. But Bonnie and Clyde, I did not come back around that way like I would normally do, and because I didn't do everything else. Uh, they can live with that. They'll live without it the whole time I'm gone because nobody else does it but me. No, Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde's the one that didn't get their treats. Yeah, Guinea birds. In fact, I never had any idea. I don't have the books in the truck, the magazine. I need to get back to Scott because he's got some stuff marked in there and he wants to. I never realized how many different guineas there actually are. There's one I would love to get, but you know what? They want like I, I've never had much luck with eggs being shipped uh, by mail because they get tossed around too much. But they want, I think a dozen eggs was $65 and $75. And yeah, and but there's one in that book I was looking at, that ordering book he has. I don't know where he got it, but there's a blue guinea. See, I got one white guinea, and then two other shaded colored types of guineas down there. One spotted and stuff, and then Bonnie, she's different. Uh, yeah, but there's a blue one. I would love to have a blue one, but for somewhere like 65 and $70, I can't remember which ones they were. Uh, for the egg, to find out if it'll hatch or not, take that. I'm not going to gamble $70 on a guinea egg. To see if I end up with a blue one or not. Look like Yeah, but they're not. They don't get as big as turkeys. Uh, they're somewhere in the about 4 pound range. Most of them. You might get one that eats a little more than others, but 4 or 5 pounds is usually their top weight if they're in good health. No, I don't believe so, Peggy. I'd never seen one before. I didn't know there was one this like this one. I was like, uh, no, they're not chickens. And they're definitely a lot louder than any chicken you'll ever have. Boy, when they get to squawking, it's kind of like everybody ain't got no choice but to listen. 'Cause they can be noisy. More chicken. Amen. Well, we got meat chickens too. We got laying chickens. Uh, yeah, that's probably about right. I could tell a big difference that they were definitely different from Joel. I got 8 or 9 big chicken. Oh yeah, chickens now. Chickens will can outweigh a guinea. Uh, uh, yeah. I mean, we got people around here that give us that will give away roosters in a heartbeat. And we don't need no more. We got roosters we need to get rid of, but we take them and then take them to the sale, sell them. Yeah, we got uh, several young roosters down there. We need to get together and separate them and get them. But we're right now. Uh, a lot of them getting. Let's see. The other day I got 27 eggs, and then one time I got just 18 eggs. I had a talk with them about the slackers. Uh, we had a heart to heart, and I said they better figure this out. And day before that I got 20. Yeah, exactly. I had exactly four. I had exactly 2 dozen. Yeah, 24. But that's okay. We're still selling the eggs to the fruit stand. So, in fact, we just got another order of egg crates come in. Uh, yeah, the guineas do. That the tick population. I'll tell you right now, if you buy a piece of wooded land, uh, get you about 20, 25 guineas, put them out there, uh, establish a place for them to be, feed them there for a few days, about a week, and then turn them loose. They'll come back to eat. They'll come back to sleep. Then they might go up and sleep in a tree. You can't never tell. But they will take care of your tick population. If they them stink, but I don't know if they do or not. I don't know if they eat them or not. They They love pecking that ground. They love pecking anything that's out there that's edible. But they'll take care of your ticks for you, and they will fight a snake. Yeah, they probably do. I can't say they do because I don't know, but there's a good possibility they do. Neil, what what do you I was going to ask Neil something, and something left my mind. Oh, do you download your clips off of YouTube? What do you use? Pay for the subscription thing on there to where you can download them straight off of there? Chickens ain't all that good with ticks. Yeah, I have my ways. I didn't know if you used. Did you got a subscription with them? Oh, okay. And I don't either, but I pull some clips off there, like the one where they. Yeah, birds are getting expensive. I'm telling you, chickens. And now, I mean, your everyday farm chicken ain't that bad, but these specialized chickens, I can't remember what kind of chicken it was. Scott has been, he had we had that 5-toed rooster that somebody gave us. And he wanted to pair that one up with this chicken that had wore the hat on top of its head. I can't remember what you call things. And see if he could get one of them to have 5 toes, because that would make it a totally different chicken. And I'll be doggone, we were down there, when we were down there today, we were looking, and one of the babies that just growed up, now they're young, but they're older. They're running around. Had 5 toes. So he's got his own little breed of chicken. He's going to have to name it now. He's going to have to give it a name for the breed. But inches mean. Yeah, I agree with you, Neil. I shop around too. Let me grab me something to drink here. I'm gonna have to get. It's dark out, and I've got stuff to do out there. I'm gonna file a lawsuit against Red Bull. They said it gives you wings, and I haven't got none yet. Since I got so much I want to get done in the next few hours, I think I want to drink one. Hadn't drank one in 2 days. I think that's right, yeah. It's called, I had my Lipton today already. And I've had, I kind of short on my water. I've only had like 4 bottles of water today. Vitamins, no. I still got one more to take before I go to bed tonight. Take it at bedtime. You might be right, Neil. They might be telling me I ain't got there yet. But the thing is, I'm not going to have no wings when I get to heaven. I was made in the image of God. He didn't have no wings. Joel. Yeah. Well, now, it's the only one I drink. I don't drink none of the other ones. I ran across it by accident years ago. I took a lot of medicine, and I discovered it does kill the thirst. Well, then I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready, Neil. uh, but, he can be anything he wants to be. I'll just be glad to be in his presence. That being in his presence on this earth is one thing, but being right there in heaven, woo! It's exciting. Yeah, but I was in Arizona. I had tried an energy drink in the past of some other brand. George Burns. No cigar. And it made my heart race. I mean, it made me shaky and everything else. And I said, "Oh, I'll never drink another one of them." And I never did. And I was out in Arizona. It was so hot that your shoes, when you walked across the pavement, your shoes would start to melt and stick. And I went into this place and I thought, well, give me a good cold drink in here, get something different from what I've been drinking. Yeah, Peggy, I said no cigars. Good friends always has a cigar. And I went back there to where their drinks were, which I didn't carry like Pepsis and stuff like that a lot in the truck because I didn't want to drink them all the time. If I had it, I would drink it. But anyway, I went in and I thought, let me get me something to drink different from what I've been drinking. And I went back there and I opened up the cooler and I was cooking. It was hot. And I reached in there. I grabbed a bottle of something and it wasn't even cold to my hand. I thought, you gotta be kidding me. I got stuff, I'll drink what I got in the truck. It's colder than this. Nobody knows. And well, I give up on getting anything to drink. I said when I get back to the truck. Well, I went up there and these were just being advertised. Red Bull was just being advertised. I'd seen commercials about it. I heard it on the radio, and I started walking up front, and there was this little cooler box sitting by itself over there, sitting on a table. It wasn't a great big box, and it was a Red Bull cooler, and it was full of Red Bull. They didn't even have the different flavors back then yet, and which I've never drank the flavor ones neither. And I thought, that's what I seen that commercial about. I reached in there to get one of them. Was going to look at it and check the ingredients on it here, and 0 grams of fat and all that kind of stuff, and total sugar. And I was like, but when I reached in there and got a hold of it, it was freezing, ice cold. I mean, it was cold. And I thought, well, it don't matter what's on this can. It's cold. I'm going to drink this. And it didn't bother me to drink it. And after I had gotten sick one time and had to start taking a lot of medicine, I discovered this will, any kind of Coke or drink or Sprite or anything like that is very temporary. Control your thirst. It don't last. You need more Sprite. You need more Coke, and you drink it a lot faster. I can open one of these up and drink on it for 2 hours, if not longer sometimes. But it quenches my thirst from my medicine, which makes my mouth so dry.
Brian.
Oh, it's Brian. Hey, buddy.
What you say?
Oh, I'm sitting here doing a live.
Oh, are you? Well, call me back when you get done.
No, what's up?
Oh, I was wondering what time he's coming up tomorrow.
I'm planning on trying to leave here about 10 o'clock.
Because I got to get you your pass tonight. So when I leave here, I got to come get you. I'm trying to get you a spot up here close to this power pole so you can hook up to it.
Yeah.
Are you taking your camper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna park the van in front of this power pole, and that way we can pull it out, and you can pull in there. That way nobody will get a spot.
All right. Yeah, I was planning on leaving about 10 and going and getting, because I got to stop and buy gas for the generator and buy gas for the camper.
Okay.
And then I figured I probably would be on the road then by 11 or 11:30.
Okay. Well, I'll call you before I leave here, and so I can get you your pass tonight.
Okay, where you at now?
I'm down at McDonald Farm. I'm down here at the farm.
Okay.
I'm scoping a place out. You shouldn't have to. Hopefully, you have to use the generator. They got a power pole right here. I'm hoping you can back up to and get a cord like be about 20 foot long. And you can plug up to it.
Okay. I still might need some later, like at the next event or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's all you did to have. I'm not certain that we can, I can get that, but I'm trying to get you a power hookup here.
I appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. They're trying to take care of me. But what was I saying? But anyway, I started especially during the summer, my mouth would be so dry. I'm taking all these, and I could take a couple of sips of that and go for a long time without being real thirsty. And then water is the same way. I can drink a ton of water. whole pot of coffee. Really breaking my brain. uh, yeah, I've never been a coffee drinker. I've said that before, but I could probably not run out of fingers and tell you how many cups of coffee that I drank on the road because I'm a young truck driver. Uh, uh, but I just never cared too much for coffee. In fact, I just poured some out that was in the cabinet when I was cleaning. That the expiration date on it was 2022, which was when my uh, brother-in-law and them came down. Because he's a coffee drinker, and we had bought some, and yeah, it was still sitting in the cabinet up there. Maxwell House, good to the last drop. Wasn't that Maxwell House? 14 cups before 11 a.m. every day. That's right, just young trucks. Uh, but I'm actually a little energy drinks. This, like I said, I drank this one at one time, and I drank it ever since. I hadn't had one. You know, I go a day or two. I've had, I think it was day before yesterday, something like that. I drank one. Been a couple of days anyway. They're sitting in the refrigerator there. I will be taking some. I'll be going and getting some from the dollar store. Christina drinks them. Mr. Coffee Machine, $69.99 at Walmart. Now I got one that's in the cabinet that's been down there for 2-3 years. Last time it was out was back before that coffee expired. uh, I don't know how. Remember when it was $10? Yeah, $9.99. I used to haul quite a bit of them. What was that? What brand was that? Sunbeam? Sunbeam? Coffee machines and toasters. And I think it was Sunbeam. Here. Oh, you there's Brian. Yeah, yeah, it's. I used to haul them 800 and it was 888 paid miles to the south Texas, over into Texas, down at the border, and you would go there out of Mississippi, around Hattiesburg down there, drive them miles there, drop and hook, and turn around with an empty trailer and go right straight back, and it paid loaded miles the same both directions. And there was a guy that was doing that, and it was a back to back, back to back, back to back. You know, one day off here, one day off there, but constantly you couldn't go nowhere. and he needed a break, and I said, "Man, I'll run it for a while. I'll take that load." And I started running it, and I ended up running it for a month. And I was like, "Okay, uh, it's time for him to come back to work now." Now, one of the best, I mean, I did auto car shows, medical shows, uh, but one of my favorite was I hauled Phil Donahue. Uh, I used to haul his stage and stuff and everything. Uh, Break, I think that says. Uh, I used to haul Phil Donahue wherever he needed to go. And I mean, I stayed, they would put you in a motel, room service, you know. There's a couple of old Phil Donahue, if you fucking find them, that I'm actually in the audience. Uh, I come down, go down there. One of the places he set up was in this. It was a big conference hall in a kind of type thing in a motel, and usually they were somewhere else, and you just went to the motel you stayed at. But I come down and he was in that motel, and I just went in there and sat down. And don't boot you. Nobody's gonna boot you. Eric's no, no, it wasn't Eric that did that. Somebody else booted you. I don't remember who it was, but they're not in here. But just remember, I'm the youngest person here. You're so it was it was Kevin from Grounds Family Farm, wasn't it? Yeah, Kevin booted him that time. Yeah. And, well, I'm 35. Yeah. uh, AI, the AI program works pretty good. I mean, it's maybe I may not can project this here image to look this old. Yes. Uh, yeah, 55. I'll take that too. Yeah. Uh, but no, I'm always going to be 35. I'm staying right there. Like Neil said, I forgot to count. I forgot how to count past that. Never learned. I mean, 4 years in the sixth grade. I mean, I was up to counting the six. I was up to counting the 35 and 55. Well, you're still a young man. I think the oldest person here is Brian. That's why he goes around calling everybody old dudes. Did I hear 60? Yeah, I'll take that too. That's 60's pretty young. Mm. Tony and Peggy, I was talking about Tony had the heart attack. They've been. I keep thinking, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. They 60. They've been married 60 some years. But I think they're both in their 80s now. I'm trying to get you up to 100. Well, I don't know. The good Lord will make that decision. Yeah. Neil's over there going, come on, give me that bill, give me that bill, give me 100, give me 100, give me 100. Bingo. Christine was in here earlier, Brian, just briefly, a lot earlier. I guess over an hour ago. Said she had the horses, was headed that way or something. I finally finished my cabbage and sausage, and potatoes and onions and hot peppers. Oh, uh, yeah, this is the 3 days we're getting ready to have is a big. It's a big to-do. It's a county thing done every year. I think I've got to get there as early as I can, Brian, because remember last year I sat in traffic several miles down the road trying to get there. No, I hadn't, but I'm planning on picking a few and weighing them before I go. Carry with me. I might. I'll eat them on something. Yeah. Christina said you had to be there before 2 o'clock to get back there. Where you're talking about being? I think she just wants to get me there, get me set up, and get me ready to go to work. That's what it is. She wants to get me in my chair. How many helpers have we got this year, Brian? For sure. Eight. Yeah, that's about right, Peggy. And 3 backups. Oh, yeah, good. So that's gonna be this gonna be the 3 long days. Tomorrow won't be too bad since it don't start till 5, I think. But after that, the next morning it's wide open. Did you get Jim's bagged up? I think Christina said the kids. Uh, hey Neil, entertain everybody. I need to step outside for just a minute. I got somebody wanting something. I'm up. Oh man, oh my. Them guineas I was talking about, Peggy, are coral blue. And then they got one that's sky blue and a royal purple. They are, see, I got the pearl. Scott's going to be walking in here in a minute. He wants to get. Find it. He's got some stuff circled in here. he's interested in. Books. I don't know where he went. Never. Yeah, they want $65 for that one I was looking at. That's I just don't have much luck with eggs that's been shipped in the mail. I just don't want to take that. I'm trying to make my own breed of Guinea. Crossbreeding is what I'd like to do. That's what I was hoping to get. A different color. Trying to find what he had marked in here. I guess I'm going to have to tell him I was going to order it for him. But I wasn't going to tell him. But I'll have to tell Peter and make sure he don't order that. All that time. Come on.
Anybody home?
No, nobody's here.
Oh, man.
Nobody.
Oh.
Nobody but me and a bunch of people online here. Oh, I'm live.
You live? Let me
Yeah.
back out of here.
Accident.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. I want to look in there about all their poultry, butchering supplies.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I saw you had 2 books. I'm assuming you circled them.
I don't remember what it was. They didn't know that.
It was 2 books. One of them was on section.
Oh, yeah, okay.
One of them was. I don't remember what that one was. I can't even find it now. I've been sitting here
I
looking.
think the book's much further in the back. I can't believe the price on them. They're in pigeons.
Well, that Peggy Zine said, "Hi, Scott."
Hey. There we go. Hello.
Let's see. We got 11 people in. 12 people in here. I can't find it. See if you can find it.
Seems like the books.
Let me see if I can get caught up on my comments here.
That is chicken cut all the way out there in the back.
I don't know how I flipped through it. I did not see it.
And before I buy these books, if I do, I want to have a teacher pick up look and see if it's the same thing on Amazon. Because usually,
Oh
kind of like
yeah.
this table right here, where you can put a water hose to and everything, you just stand that up. You know, that's what it is. You got a little sink there.
Yeah.
Water. That's
That way we can get the chickens a bath.
yeah. Oh, no, I
That-
can't find them
That blue one, that blue Guinea,
Yeah.
I done forgot now. I said a while ago what the name of it was. There's 2 or 3 different ones.
now. Yeah.
But they want $65 for a chance that they might, might not never hatch to start with.
If the books go.
I was flipping through there. You got 2 books circled on the same page.
And my stomach hurts. I ate too much for not having anything really to eat the past couple days. That's really, I think some of this stuff you get a lot cheaper at Tractor Supply.
Can you get eggs at Tractor Supply?
Oh, no eggs.
But no, I've never seen a guinea like that before, so I don't think
Well,
you're
see,
going to get that.
No, but now being, I know the names of some of these others, just pearl and white and that. There you go. There we go. Yeah, butchering chickens and sexing them, which I really think I know about all. I need to know about butchering. I know better way on certain things. But
It says all flocks on that book.
I sure would like to find out how to sex guineas.
Well, I wonder if it's in that book.
That's that's why I served it.
Mm.
Yeah, I put on
Well, I was going to order it for you.
But because that's what I was saying. If it could tell you how to sex guineas, other than just hearing the hen pot rack. Pot rack.
He can have his own. What are you talking about, Neil? I don't know. Look, I took that long string of lights I had in the living room down.
Okay.
That was across from the
Yeah.
TV.
Right.
It took me all day to do that one and one in the bedroom that I wanted to change out.
Oh, wow.
Because, of course, you were reaching up here.
Yeah, it's me murder.
And the stud for one of them that has a cross thing that goes in, and you had to have you had to put it up there to have a stud for the screw to go back up into to hold the light in. Had to come down too. So not only take the light out, but then you had to take that bracket out of there because it had to be out of there. And it took me forever to get them screws never end.
Yeah, I mean anything.
They're that long. They were that long in
They're
there.
gonna hang in the ceiling. You're gonna make sure it's in there good.
Well, I put shorter ones back in. I thought I don't remember them being this long.
That's. But yeah, I was also looking here about that
Should only do light work. All right,
that hen that got black skin and 5 toes. Never seen you.
Well, I was telling them earlier you got your own breed of chicken now.
Yeah.
You got to name it. I had to do light work, so I'm at. No, these lights have been up here, Neil. There's two of them in the kitchen right here, plus that bar. And if I could find one of these that had a V to it, I would replace that one over there.
This one?
Yeah.
What? They had to be there?
The
Mount?
the
Amount?
where it would fit, against the wall, up against the ceiling. Because that's in the split of the.
Well, that's we could make one out of a piece of wood and just screw hose in it for the wire to come through. That's,
Yeah.
you know, and yeah, that's not a big problem.
Yeah.
So they not see that.
And I ordered that book for you.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Maybe figure out how to.
I had to get the book back.
Yeah, I'll get to you.
Okay. All right. Hey, Meg. Good to see you. Scott couldn't stay very long. He you know what he had done yesterday. He had a test done yesterday, and he's still having trouble. Got to pay a late fee, Neil. No, because I never even made it to the car ride. Going to town. I missed that completely. So if we had to pay late fees, I'd owe her a lot. But she says she still has to fix the cat, feed the cat. Still had to fix dinner. Yeah. Well, it's a lot earlier where at her house. Anyone in here from California? It's 4:30 there. Most people ain't even home from work. That just don't seem right, does it? It's 4:30 in the afternoon out in California. Feeding the dinner and fixing the cat. I done got it mixed up, I think. I got so many. I've added back to my projects because my living room is a total mess right now. I've got a table pulled out in the middle of the floor. Everything's moved around. I was cleaning behind the couches, moving everything. And then I'd go outside and work on the camper. It was hot today. It was 80 degrees. I had to keep coming back in the house. Well, I do got to get back to work. It is 7:30. I've still got to get things organized and set in the camper. I want to be able to just get up in the morning, go down the road, get gas, and just keep on moving. That's on your time, Neil. Oh, yeah, Neil just started a new day. Yeah, Neil's almost an hour into the new day. Yeah, you can do that, Peggy. 'Cause I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with it. Just to, Neil's going to create his own time zone. Yeah, that would definitely confuse people. Because around here is an hour difference from just down the road. And that confuses people. Because I have actually been standing in the house going, well, I've got to go. I got to be there before 5 o'clock. It is 5 o'clock. You're not going to make it. Yeah, I am too. I'm still going to make it. Because it's not 5 o'clock there. It's just 4 o'clock. It's weird living right at Tennessee. If you leave Chattanooga and go around the river, heading towards Nashville, you go around the river there, and just shortly after that, the time changes, even in Tennessee. So then Tennessee is this time, and Tennessee, you just left at 6 o'clock, and you're there at 5 o'clock. Up, boop, just like that. Up Peninsula, Michigan. I wouldn't. Yeah, you would definitely be confused, Neil, and it wouldn't have to be 17 minutes. Yeah. I can't. I'd have to have a map, but it was the upper part. I can't remember what town it was. There's a place up there that prefabbed fast food restaurants. They ship the whole store in a back of a truck, and you back up to wherever the store is at, and next morning the walls, the design is all set up because it's put it together. Used to pick them up there. Them guys be going, "We got you loaded. We'll see you there," and they be going too. Let's see. Yeah, I miss the people. I moved back to New Jersey to help with elderly family. No, I don't. Clarksville. Yeah, Clarksville's up off of 40. That's due north of me right now. Yeah. If you're talking about Clarksville, Tennessee. In fact, I'm going about halfway there in the morning. Straight up, 27. Oh, we're glad to have you here. Have, uh, 'Cause, 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 Neil, you're at the bottom part of the UK. Things are starting to. Leaving, I don't blame you. I'm sorry, but I don't blame you. I'd leave. I've been to New Jersey, all over New Jersey. Never found a place I'd want to settle down there. Unless you're here for a short time. Well, I ended up being here a long time. That's just what happens. I was only planning on coming on for about 30 minutes, and I don't know. It happens. I haven't got nothing done in almost 2 hours and 42 minutes. Neil, why didn't you run me off a long time ago? Yeah, still nowhere near the record. What was the record, Neil? When I went to Florida, right? I went live going to Florida, y'all, and the drive down there. Yeah. Well, holler at us. Subscribe to the channel. Holler at us when you get moved to Tennessee. And, it's a good little ride off, but I'm going to yeah, 5 or 6 hours. Yeah. McDonald Farm tomorrow. We'll be there for 3 days for the fair, Tennessee Fair, Hamilton County. So we do the pony rides and stuff like that up there. My daughter does. I go up and help. Yeah, Peggy said, hit that like button too. Thank you, Peggy. Peggy says, hit that like button. It's thank you. And yeah, I can't tell you who right now because my mind don't work that way. That's well, there's another YouTuber up there off of 40, right up in there. I can't think of the town I'm trying to think of right now. Neil, welcome you to the club because we just randomly talk about anything. We might talk about Neil. Then again, we might be just sitting around here talking about Neil. Wait a minute, we're talking about Neil an awful lot. Neil's a good guy. He's from the UK. He's a character. If you don't pick on me, you pick on somebody else. Yeah, it's a lot shorter than we realize. Compared to eternity. Neil says, anybody gets a line. But yeah, I do gotta go. Unless Neil wants to come load the camper for me and get everything else finished. Last night, I washed the same load of clothes for 2 hours. Of course, they wasn't getting washed because I forgot to turn the wash machine on. I was watching something on YouTube, somebody live, I think it was, I was on. And I I thought, let me run back there and put them clothes in the dryer. I know they're finished. I run back there. I never did turn it on. So I ended up staying up a little later than I wanted to in order to get them all folded and everything. But I got it done. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, I'm leaving the farm. I'm leaving the farm, y'all, for a whole week. I don't know if I can do it or not. Well, holler at us when you get moved. I'll holler at us before then if you want to. But yeah, we'll be my next videos will probably be about pony rides and the fair. Uh, that's where we'll be. Yeah. You can't. You got to have fun when you hang around with Neil and Peggy and Tina and all. I mean, really, you got no choice. Meg's got a nice little channel too. Meg's little house in the country. She takes she's up there in what potato country. Can't think of the name where she's at. I can, but I can't get it out. Idaho. Uh, she'll be she takes some good pictures of some sunsets and sunrises. I should have said sunrises and sunsets. All right, take care. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks everybody for joining me. Remember, Jesus loves you. That's worth smiling about every day. When you think there ain't nothing to smile about, just think about it. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Neil, you're gonna have to put us. You're gonna have to. When you gonna go on that train ride? Blackfoot. That's it. All right. Good night, Meg. God bless y'all.